An eerie nighttime tour like that could only be held on Friday the 13th, which just happens to be this coming Friday. The tour begins at 8:30. Tickets are $20. They are available on the team website. Friday the 13th.
I'm intrigued.
Are you going to be there?
I was like, I want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I might be here, but I would maybe want to be there.
Well, that is Eyewitness News for now. We hope to see you again tonight at 10 o'clock. For Bob Slovak and Rachel Bryers, I'm Tom Abrams. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Oh, I bet. I bet. At 10, 2 dead outside Deerbrook Mall, and one of them was a Good Samaritan. At 10. Did I say at 10 twice? I think I did. Yeah. At 10, 2 dead outside Deerbrook Mall, one of them a Good Samaritan. At 10, the latest on COVID-19, how officials are reacting in the Houston area. Hello again, I'm Tom Abrams. A disturbance outside Deerbrook Mall has left 2 people dead on this weekend, including a Good Samaritan. Humboldt police tell us a man pulled a gun on a woman in the parking lot outside Sears. He ran when officers showed up, and then officers followed. The Good Samaritan Hello again, everyone. I'm Tom Abrams. We're following breaking news tonight. A disturbance in the parking lot at Deerbrook Mall left 2 people dead, including a Good Samaritan. Humboldt police say a man pulled a gun on a woman in the parking lot outside Sears. He ran when officers showed up and the officers followed. At some point, the Good Samaritan got involved trying to help. Shots were fired and the Good Samaritan and the suspect were shot and killed. Police say officers did fire shots during the chase. They're still trying to sort out who shot whom. Texas City police are investigating after 2 people were found shot to death inside a nursing home there. Police say this appears to be a murder-suicide and they are not looking for any suspects. We're told the 79-year-old woman was a resident at the Rio at Mainland Center and a 90-year-old man was a family member of that person. Police say the incident was isolated. Nobody else was hurt. The death toll from COVID-19 has risen to 21 people in the United States. The 2 latest deaths are from Washington State. Health officials say a man in his 90s died Thursday. A woman in her 80s died Friday. Both were residents of Life Care Center, a nursing home outside of Seattle. 16 of the 18 deaths in Washington State are associated with that facility.
So instead of arriving today, we will arrive at some time on Monday.
The cruise ship circling off the coast of California for days is now expected to dock in Oakland tomorrow. The captain announced there are still some preparations before that ship can arrive. 21 people on board the Grand Princess have tested positive for COVID-19. And the State Department is warning Americans not to travel by cruise ship at all because of the risk of COVID-19. The department says many countries have implemented screening procedures, denied port entry rights, and are preventing passengers from getting off the ships. Here at home, Fort Bend County has reported 3 additional presumptive positive cases of COVID-19. Presumptive means the patients have tested positive locally, but health officials are still awaiting confirmation from the Centers for Disease Control. All 3 cases are tied to a cruise ship in Egypt, and ABC13's Deborah Wrigley has more.
At the Sugarland Town Center, a perfect early spring afternoon, families choosing to enjoy it with others, but going about it differently.
We're not going to take any unnecessary chances by going where there's too many people that are traveling, planes, trains, ships, etc. But we are going to continue to do the things we need to do, enjoy our life each day.
Today, 3 presumed COVID-19 cases in Fort Bend County increased the local count to 6. The 3 just added include 2 men in their 70s, both in isolation at home, and a woman in her 60s also in self-quarantine. The link between all 11 cases in the Houston region is that all the people who were infected were on the same river cruise on the Nile, one of them at a different time than the others. It has people's attention here.
I've washed my hands before, and I just wash my hands even more, and definitely sanitize more with the little one.
They take precautions, what doctors recommend we all do, and then on this afternoon, they took pleasure in the simple things and the joy of being together. Deborah Wrigley, ABC13 Eyewitness News.
And of course, we are getting new information about COVID-19 all the time. ABC13.com/coronavirus has the latest developments in this rapidly evolving situation. You can read about the latest cases in New York and why the governor there now is criticizing the CDC. Now to a tragedy that has a community in shock. An entire family gone in what authorities are calling a murder-suicide. They say a man shot his wife and teenage sons before killing himself in the Mission Bend area of Fort Bend County. ABC13's Stefania Acoli has more about the victims.
There's no reason we should have an entire family missing from Fort Bend County today.
On the phone is Fort Bend County Sheriff Troy Nails. For hours this morning, he and his deputies investigated a tragic scene. 4 dead bodies inside of a home on Sebastian Drive. According to deputies, a 48-year-old father killed his wife and 2 teenage sons.
Totally shocked. I mean, you never know what goes on in people's houses until something like this happens.
I wouldn't think of hurting my children or my wife. That's unheard of.
We've learned the wife and children were all a part of Lamar CISD. 48-year-old Lynette Brown, a teacher at Ray Elementary, 13-year-old Hayes Brown, an 8th grader at Briscoe Junior High, and 16-year-old Sam Brown, a junior at Foster High School. Deputies say it's not clear what pushed their father to murder them, but they wish they could have intervened.
It would have been nice if individuals like that would call us and say they're feeling suicidal or they may want to hurt themselves or even others.
Sheriff Nails says that's what his crisis intervention team is here for. He hopes people will utilize it.
These specific deputies have much more in-depth training and know how to deal with individuals that are in crisis.
I'm Sven Ancoli, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
It's your voice, your vote. Apparently, some Texans did not get their voices heard on Super Tuesday. Dallas County just discovered 10% of its ballots weren't counted. County Elections Administrator says she discovered thumb drives with ballots from 44 precincts not included in the final results. She has filed a court petition for a manual recount of votes for both the Democratic and Republican primary elections. It is unclear how many votes were uncounted and whether or not they would affect the outcomes of any races.
Well, a few of us saw a little bit of sunshine out there today. Hopefully you were able to get outside, take advantage of it, because the cloud cover, that moisture will really start to push in heading into the next few days. Now, when I say moisture too, it's possible we could be looking at the chance to see some fog form. Heading into the overnight hours, you can see our fogcast here does pick up on some patchy fog, but notice in most areas not seeing any sort of dense fog. Now, could we see a couple of instances of dense fog as we push into tomorrow morning? Yes, but I would say overall chances of widespread dense fog will be on the lower side. It actually looks like late Monday into Tuesday morning is when we have the higher chance to see some of that denser fog. Now, also tonight, that cloud cover's pushing on in along with a little bit of light rainfall. So it's possible you could see a little stray shower or two, but most of us going to stay completely dry. Then as we head into Monday, that's when our rain chance will start to go up slightly. In the morning, could see an isolated shower or two. And then as we push into the afternoon to evening, we could see that rain chance go up slightly, looking at about a 30% chance of rain heading into your afternoon on Monday, as well as going into the evening. So a good idea to keep that umbrella in your car just in case you get caught in one of those rain showers. Also, if you are planning on going to the rodeo tomorrow, I would say also a good idea to play it safe. Take the umbrella with you just in case. We have a 30% chance of rain at 6 and 7 p.m. It'll drop down to a 20% chance of rain at 8 p.m. and then after. But in terms of temperatures, heading into tonight, only dropping down into the 60s tomorrow. High temperatures up into the mid 70s, so going to be a warmer one out there tomorrow. And temperatures will continue to rise as we push throughout the rest of the week. We should actually top out in the upper 70s and low 80s throughout most of this week. Also notice we have rain chances pretty much every single day, but notice that they are on the slight side, so don't cancel any of those plans. Just leave the umbrella in your car in case you get caught in a light rain shower.
Rachel, thank you. It is Go Tejano Day at the rodeo, and in celebration, legendary performer Selena was inducted into the rodeo's Star Trail of Fame. Her family was on hand for the ceremony this afternoon. The Queen of Tejano is the 9th person to receive that honor. Her plaque can be found alongside the King of Rock and Roll, Elvis Presley. Selena entertained nearly 180,000 fans at the rodeo, and over the years, other entertainers have paid tribute to her.
I want to just thank you so much for carrying a piece of Selena in your heart every day, listening to her, dancing to her music, and keeping her alive.
Selena performed at the Houston Rodeo 3 consecutive times, including her final performance inside the Astrodome in 1995. Well, we certainly appreciate you joining us online, and we'll see you tonight on television at 10, only on ABC 13.
Like, okay, well, that's good to know. So it might be actually, my due date actually might be closer to like April 2nd now, and it could be any time. I know, so I was like, ooh, I need to prepare for this. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Rachel Bryers, and here's a look at your 1-minute weather. Well, hopefully you were able to take advantage of some of that sunshine we saw today, because the cloud cover will really start rolling in as we head throughout the rest of this work week. Also, as we head into the overnight hours, it's possible we could see some fog try to develop and roll on in. Not expecting widespread dense fog, but a couple of areas of patchy dense fog cannot be ruled out. It actually looks like the higher chance to see widespread dense fog will take place late Monday night going into Tuesday morning. And you can see, even if we do see fog as we push into the day tomorrow, it should, most of it, burn off as we push into the late morning hours. Now, also as we push throughout the rest of this evening, expecting partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies across the area. More cloud cover going to roll in, actually coming in from the west. Now, also notice we could see a little bit of light rainfall, but most of us will stay completely dry as we head into Sunday night, as well as going into early Monday morning. So speaking of Monday, here's a closer look at what you can expect. You can see that isolated rain possible in the morning. Heading into the afternoon, our rain chance will actually go up slightly to around a 30% chance of rainfall. So keep the umbrella in your car in case you get caught. If you are planning on going to the rodeo, not a bad idea to take the umbrella with you, just in case you get caught in one of those light rain showers. So here's a closer look at what you can expect at Rodeo Houston for tomorrow night. So for Monday night, it will be a warm start. You can see 72 degrees at around 6 p.m., 71 by 7, with that rain chance coming in at a 30% chance. It should go down, though, heading into the evening to a 20% chance. But back to what we're expecting tonight. We're expecting those temperatures to drop down to around 60 degrees. And then heading into your day tomorrow, high temperatures topping out in the mid-70s. And temperatures will continue to warm as we push throughout this week. Our high temperatures this week, upper 70s and low 80s. And also notice that our rain chances will also continue, but they will be on the slight side.